I'm James Neptune. My great-great-great-grandfather, Saul Neptune. I have all kinds of relatives around here. I'm from the Penobscot Nation. That's where I live now. But I'm also part Passamaquoddy from my mother's side. I've been living here most of my life. Been here at the museum for the last 15, 16 years, learning about my culture, which I didn't know a lot about growing up. Growing up, I heard there were no Indians east of the Mississippi in all the history books, and I was wondering, who am I, and who's my mother's family down the coast, and who are my friends up north, who are my Mohawk friends over in New York, and so it urged me to start learning about who I was. And so since that time, this is where I've come to be. I've gone to IAIA out in Santa Fe, New Mexico, gone to college out there, got an associate's degree in the fine arts, and then came here, was guided here. There's many stories on how I was guided here and stuff, and I know you're not going to have enough time because there's just so much, because that guiding spirit is the white buffalo, and there's a lot to that too, of where that all started. But I know we don't have enough time. But I'll tell you about the Cleveland Indians. Back in the late 1800s, we had a tribal member. His name was Louis Alexis, and he played for the Cleveland Spiders at that time. And after he passed, there was no one who could surpass him in all the things that he did. And so after he passed, they decided to rename the team, and to honor Louis Alexis, they renamed it to the Cleveland Indians. Cleveland Indians is a fine honor, it's okay, but Chief Wahoo's got to go because the tomahawk chop and all that stuff. I'm totally against all that. Here in town, we had the Old Town Indians. We had them change their mascot because for so long we've been dealt with in a racially prejudiced way. No one liked us. People looked down upon us, and they wanted to be Indians. They were proud to be Old Town Indians, but they knew nothing about what it was to be Indian, to feel the feelings of racial slurs and stuff coming at you. And the logo they had was a native with a plain style headdress, and that's not our type of headdress. So they didn't even know what it was to be a Penobscot, because our headdress is totally different. That's more of a straight up headdress, not like the flowing back plain style. But anyway, things like the Redskins, that's totally bad. And I know there's a lot of NCAA teams who have changed their mascots too. But there's some people that here in Maine that still have to change. But there's a lot of hard-headedness here in Maine, and there's still a lot of pride in who they think they are, and not really knowing who we are. And that's one of the things that has to be healed here. So we're still not going to have enough time, but we'll sort of end this talking about healing, because a lot of healing has to come to a lot of people. And you can't heal if you close yourself in and close yourself up. So to start healing, I started opening up, letting people and know who I am, forgiving people from my past, and all the people, what they have done to all people. It's forgiven, but it's not forgotten. It'll never be forgotten, because I'll keep expounding it, or telling all the people here about our people. The Wabanaki people were just part of the Abenaki. We're from the Eastern Abenaki, and then there's the Western Abenaki, and overall were the Wabanaki. And we extended from Nova Scotia right over to Lake Champlain, right down to Cape Ann in Massachusetts. That's where our peoples were. That was the land of the Wabanaki. And so to start this healing, I had to go through all that. And so I've learned drumming from one of the elders. I became an apprentice when he joined the New England Arts Foundation, I think it is, something like that. And so I became his apprentice so that I could learn some of the old songs. And this happened last fall, last winter. We worked throughout the winter and summer, winter and fall. And then during this past summer, the summer before, come to find out we had to go and sing our songs at the Bangor Folk Festival. And I said, okay, we can do that. As long as you're there, I can follow the lead, follow your lead. And so we went there, and then come to find out I had to sing a solo, which was kind of hard for me. I'd always been on the big drum, you know, but and I was always a follower. I never really led, unless someone started before me. Then I knew the lyrics and stuff. And so I said, okay, there's a song that I've always liked. It's called "The Medicine Man's Dance," and to me, it's a healing song. And so I had to have a drum, and this drum here that I found in an antique store. I got it for $35, and I had to paint an image on it. And so throughout my art days, starting from early childhood, I started creating a lot of native imagery. And a lot of these I feel came through the spirit-wise. You know, came through by my ancestors telling me what I should be doing. And so to do that, you have to be able to take that journey also. And you have to know where you stand upon this earth. There are the 4 cardinal directions, north, east, south, and west, same as the elements that are in every living entity upon this earth. That's earth, air, fire, and water. And we associate the 4 colors, yellow, red, to me it's blue, some people say black, and then white for the north. And so I created this drum with all those images in my mind. To go into the spiritual realm, one has to know his physical world first, and that's going to each direction and find out what special quality is associated with each side. So you got your east, which is to me the color yellow. That's the color for birth, for new beginnings, new ideas. And red is for south. That's for energy. That's like a youth growing up, getting knowledge. It's the sun where we get the most energy from the sun. And to the west, it's blue. That's where element is water. It's introspection, looking into who you are as a person. And of course, north is white. That's for the elderly stage of life. And so I took all those qualities and drew them in a circle. It looks like it's on a shield. A shield is always, to me, a symbol for protection. And so I created this, and like what I put into it is the image of the universe, which is the negative and positive essence of the universe, because that's in all qualities, all man, woman, child, every entity there's a negative, positive. And so once you know those 4 directions and you know where you are in this physical world, you're able to step through a portal. And this portal takes you into that spiritual realm, takes you out into the universe to seek knowledge, to find out who you are, and to find out what you can bring back for your people. So this image shows when you go from a physical from the physical world into the spiritual world, you go from a physical entity to a spiritual entity. And that's what this white image is. And his center is the fire, and that's our sun. That's the spirit that gives strength to all being. And so this song that I sing is a healing song. And what I usually do tell people is to, as I'm singing, to think who in your family, who are your friends, who are sick, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual, and to say those prayers with yourself, to yourself, and have it echo out to all four corners of the earth. And that's what these ripples are in each direction. So when I sing, I figure that everything I sing is going out to all corners of the earth, and in some way affecting other people everywhere. So, to make this story short, I'll sing this song. It's called the Medicine Man Song. To me, it's a healing song.
Way